Hello, friends. Welcome back to Saturday Evenings Posted Mostly presents with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308. And we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery, who is also Chaotic Techno Wizard in the chat. Well, hello, guys. How's it going?
It is going.
It is strange.
It is many things.
Okay. It is going. It is
Normally,
strange.
your audio is a split second in front of you. Normally, your audio is a split second or so in front of the Twitch video. Today, it seems to be the other way around.
Huh. I mean, interesting. I wonder if it's the. I wonder if your Discord is lagging. Um, if it can be a very surreal experience listening to uh, both the Twitch audio out loud and the Discord audio out loud because they can be so off of each other, and it can give you this feeling of existing in a very liminal space in between the past and the present, or in between the present and the future. You feel out of sync with time, and it's very fun. It can actually be a very
I
fun
think the
thing to
problem
do.
is, I think the problem is that the hopefully not a monopoly Comcast
Yeah.
is having a whole bunch of we're trying to avoid curse words at the moment. Problems at the moment.
You
Yeah,
don't have to
problems.
avoid curse words. I just exist as PG-13 out of a challenge to myself.
Well, I was avoiding them for the first 15 seconds.
That's
Fuck,
fair.
yeah.
Well, let's get on to today's ad read. Scoot this way so you can see both logos. Wrong hand. Pre-rolls are brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, Virginia. 105 West Main Street on the downtown mall, between Suite 200 above the bricks, between 10,000 Villages and Hamilton's. A great place to go to get some great buds, eh, bud? Also, they do have the only thing that is better than their bud is their customer service. And they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personal, highly biased research. And by that, I mean I was very high at the time I was doing my personally biased research. Smooth. Don't forget to check the website for times and events. The website is thehiddenleafseville.com. That's thehiddenleafseville, all one word.com. And a quick note of disclosure. We are an opinionated bunch of people. Nicest words I could use for that. We're opinionated. And the Hidden Leaf is a business, so they are not opinionated. Any of the opinions that you hear in this show, aside from being completely right, are only held by the people in the show, the Nikwork Entertainment and its parent company, Nestor Industries. Those opinions are not held by any of our advertisers, uh, any of our advertisers or sponsors, such as the Hidden Leaf or Firehouse Organics Craft Cannabis Farms or the Kush Gang. If you know, you know, you know. Uh, all of these opinions belong to us alone. I believe that's the ad read. I think I pulled that off. Chaotic Techno Wizard, aka the Peanut Gallery, says, and the term people is applied very loosely. Tasty. And one of the reasons why I shout out the Hidden Leaf so consistently, one of the many reasons, is because they are, the people there are trying to build a community third space for, that is safe for everybody, but is also, uh, it's also a place where different ideas can come and mix. You can, you can share new perspectives and ideas over a couple of pre-rolls and meet new people, and it's a lot like coffee house culture uh, in Victorian England. Um, Negative. I am a meat popsicle, right? Uh, so that.
Sorry, say it again.
Name the movie.
Excuse me.
Name the movie, he says.
Oh, negative. I am a meat popsicle. Is Aliens?
Nope.
Uh. Uh. Oh. Star Trek Troopers.
Nope.
I got nothing then.
Fifth Element.
Oh, dang it. That's, and I should be on that because it's a house favorite here. Uh, Jen absolutely loves that movie. It's one of her two favorite movies. Um, oh man, and I always enjoyed that movie too. Uh, some of what I enjoyed about it was that uh, Tricky is in it. Um,
Who's in it?
Tricky, the British trip
Okay.
hop pioneer. Um, and I'm really into. I really liked his music, and I was really. I wanted to be more into trip hop at the time, but it was back before I had access to internet music. It was before internet was. It wasn't before internet was, but it was back when it was early Napster and LimeWire days. Uh,
Ye-
so
Well, I mean, that makes sense given how old the Fifth Element is.
yeah, exactly. And then um,
Uh, Thank you.
it's
And that was very accurate.
what
You're welcome, dear.
you know, you know.
She said remember Fifth Element's an old movie, and my response is, "Thank you. Now I feel geriatric."
I mean, just remember that I'm pretty sure I'm older than both of you. I
We've
still.
already had this discussion. You guys are pretty close in age by like a year, so there's no arguing at this.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I'm feeling old right there with you, buddy. Hey, what's up, Chris into 386? Oh, he's lurking. Ban him. I don't understand why people ban lurkers. It makes no sense to me. Personally being a serial lurker like Count Chocula, um, I I just don't I don't get it. Like, you were a DJ that started that off. Okay. Huh.
Well, shame on you.
Yeah. You do things that make no sense to me, Chris. Uh, it was a DJ, not I. Oh. I'm dyslexic enough that it took me a second to realize that you misspelled stupid in there, too. Stupid spell check. Uh, just, you know. So, alright. Uh, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Peanut Gallery. Why? Put it up in chat. Put it up in the.
Chris, I think you've been talking with the peanut gallery.
I'll drop that in the Discord.
Hooked on phonics did not work for me. Yeah, no, I was not a I'm a terrible speller, but it was I never learned hooked on phonics because it just didn't it didn't make sense to me because there are so many different spellings of things in the English language that it's just going by sound is just going to be wrong. We there yet? Oh, hey. Okay. Whoa. Oh, you put it up in this chat. No? No. And memes? Yep. This one. I lost my. That was just so much wrong there. No stones for Elon. I saw. Oh God. I saw a meme of what the new rules are gonna look like after Elon uh buys D&D. And one of the new rules is Elon will always be able to roll with Elon's special die. And it's a 20 sided with all 20s. It's just like, yep, that sounds like Elon Musk. You guys disappeared on me again.
There. Better?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
As I tried to say, when I first saw that meme about the D20, someone had posted in responses, "There's a problem with that picture. He doesn't have 3 friends to sit down and play D&D with."
Ah! That is good. Yeah, see, that's exactly it. I don't think he can. I don't think he can pay people enough to play D&D with him either. I think all D&D players are like. I think I like to believe that we have, as D&D players, we have more integrity than that. Well, all right. So
I mean, we do, but the thing is we also have some interesting individuals that would have no problem operating a pay-to-play system for him.
it's true. That's true. Plus,
Although I would hope they're smart enough to charge an insanely exorbitant amount to make that happen.
Definitely. I don't know why I keep going back for the coffee cup. I know it's empty already.
Because it's there.
It's there, and I keep hoping it'll be full. A triumph of hope over experience. So, all right. It looks like we've got some stuff we could talk about real quick. I am gonna try and keep this quick, if we're okay with that.
We are fine with that.
I have I've got something going on this afternoon, this evening.
Okay.
So all right. So, what are we what do you want to open with?
We should start with the lickable not wallpaper. It's wrapping paper, but the lickable wrapping paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No. Last year was Wonka. This year KFC.
say what now?
All right. I couldn't get a decent picture to put up in the chat for you, but last year, apparently, when the Wonka movie came out with the origins of Willy Wonka, Aldi got on the bandwagon and they put out spoof advertisements. They put out an advertisement for a pack of gum that was a 3-course Christmas dinner. They put out an advertisement for the everlasting ball of stuffing and gravy. And they put out an advertisement for lickable wrapping paper that came in turkey and gravy flavor, Christmas pudding flavor, and sprout flavor. This year, KFC has decided, you know what? That was actually a good idea. We're going to do it for real.
Okay, that's frightening. Did they do this?
But you're going to have to throw away the first 3 layers of it.
Right?
So the way they've gotten away with doing this is that the wrapping paper is double layered. So when you wrap your present, there are sections on the wrapping paper that you peel off in order to lick the flavor underneath.
All right, we're checking out this article from The Sun. Which, okay, that did not do what I
Which
thought.
article are you on?
I thought it was an article from The Sun, but it looks like it was an ad. Daily Mail. All right, let's look at what the Daily Mail has to say. KFC launches lickable festive wrapping paper that tastes exactly like signature burger.
Well, at this moment, it looks like it tastes like Spam.
I mean,
Very funny, yes.
I don't know about burger. I know that it is, according to the KFC. This is the wonderful part. The KFC UK website, because that's where you can buy this, is in the UK.
Yes.
So we should speak to people like Master Asta and see about this.
Well, he's not there anymore. He's in Canada now. I'd have
But we
to
have
ask.
other.
I do. We do.
Darn, Lockpick done sucked all of y'all in.
Uh, you know, he has a way of
Collecting
there's
people.
nowhere I'm going with this. It's going to be good.
He has certain ways about him.
He sucks real
Anyway,
good.
yep. The wrapping paper is supposed to have sections that taste like KFC's original recipe chicken, and other sections that taste like cranberry sauce.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I know it is.
That is just. I mean, if it works, though, it works.
I mean,
Although part of me is surprised that it wasn't released in Japan. Because
I mean,
Japan is where KFC and Christmas really cross paths.
mm-hmm. I mean, it could have been released there as well. It's just we're finding about the UK one because it's easier for Americans to search that. I don't know.
Yes. That is entirely possible. All right. Now that you've started us off with something horrifying, oh my goodness.
All right, your next one is going to be the if you go into the Discord chat there, in between the two different pictures of the KFC wrapping paper, there's a link to the Guinness World Records.
All right. Give me just a second.
Before you click on it, how long would you say it takes to make a sweater?
Me or someone who has talent?
Someone that has talent.
Here's the wrapping paper. Missed that. Okay. I would say Depending on the skill level, I
Go
would
with the most skilled person you could think of. We
couple
are
of
talking
days.
Guinness World. Okay.
Couple of
So,
days. But I know that the most skilled people I know are also, I mean, they're also really skilled, really quick, but they're
mhm.
not like world class competitive quick.
Keep that in mind. So, what you're about to click on is what they call the sheep. I called it sheep to sweater. They call it sheep to jumper competition, and it's a back-to-back competition that they hold where you literally shear the sheep, spin the wool, and knit the sweater all
Oh,
in one go. So, how long do you think it took them?
Uh 2-3 hours.
Really close. Go ahead and click it and see.
Whoa.
Yep.
I mean, that is still impressive.
Yes.
Four
Now,
hours and 45 minutes, 46 minutes. I mean,
to shear,
that's
comb, card, spin, and knit. The woman that did it was currently holds the knitting record for the most stitches per minute.
I'm sure.
She's held that record since 2014.
Yeah, I always thought Jackie Chan had the most stitches per minute.
Different kind of stitches. So, in light of the weather turning colder and everybody deciding to dig out all their sweaters and things,
Wow. That is impressive.
so everybody had to follow the same pattern, same guidelines for the sweater. But the woman knitting for this particular team, she was knitting at 118 stitches a minute.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
118 stitches a minute. That's uh what is how many stitches a second is that? That is
At least
just
two,
under
two and a half,
two
3,
and a half, 2.5,
No,
two and a
about
under,
half.
2. Well, about 2, about 2.
that's under two.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I can see it when it's broken down to that. Um, and I'm sure that she's working up at the very top of the needle, so the amount of movement she has to make each stitch is tiny.
True. Very true. But still,
And
um,
also being able to do that without and trusting that you're hitting uh the right stitch
mm-hmm.
if you're supposed to be knitting or purling or trusting that. And that is also averaging, that's also working on having to uh having to change over at the ends of rows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is. I mean, granted, everybody had to follow the same pattern, which also means you have to practice this pattern before you get here to do this.
Yes, I'm sure the number of times that Team Greenwood did this. That is not Greenwood.
No, it's not. But
Growing.
checking
Oh, but I bet you it does translate to Greenwood.
probably.
Green doesn't have an O in it.
No.
Are you sure it doesn't translate to Team Rocket?
No. No, I am not.
Sorry. Not a good one. Just came out.
Yes.
Gotta catch 'em
So,
all.
yes. And I checked to see what the most recent competitions had for their times. So far, the more this year's fastest was like 7 hours, which is still pretty bloody fast.
That is pretty fast.
But so far, this is a record that's been in place for since 2016, and it hasn't been broken. And they tried.
Since 2017.
Sorry, 17. Apologies.
I gotta imagine not. Although I have to also imagine that the thing that takes the most time is the carding and spinning. Not necessarily the knitting itself. Although, if they're running some sort of assembly line thing, carding and spinning can be going on while knitting is happening too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's one. I wonder if it's all one long strand of yarn. I wonder if they even bother to skein it up between, or if it's just straight from the wheel onto the sticks.
I imagine they would have to have. They wouldn't be doing actual skeins. They'd probably be doing hanks. So it's spinning it and then making big loops,
Yeah, okay.
just so that they had enough space between things that if they hit a snag or they had to fix something because the weaving broke, they could tuft it back together and keep going and not have it yanked out of their hand.
Okay. That makes sense. Directly for chaotic techno wizard in chat, directly from the KFS UK site, and I love it. Every Christmas we're asked the same question: why don't you do a turkey at Christmas? Do turkey instead of Christmas, or instead of chicken? At Christmas you should do KFT. We saw you, we heard you, we ignored you again. We believe in chicken. I get it. I get it.
Yep.
All right, so there we are on the on that.
Mm-hmm.
Next story.
Yep.
Insurance company halts plan to time limits on coverage for
Yes. Yes. Anthem announced this week that they were going to start putting time limits on anesthesia and what they were going to pay for. Supposedly, on their side, they believed it was to cut costs, to save people from being billed unnecessarily for anesthesia that they didn't need and didn't use. The backlash saw it for what it was, which was another way to say, "Oh, your surgery went for 4 hours and 5 minutes, and we only said 4 hours, so
we're charging you for a fifth hour."
yes."
Um,
But it was very very quickly dropped as a solution, and they have not actually implemented it.
Okay, so that, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, it was a commercial trying to pop up.
Oh.
So uh that initial argument by the companies uh very much uh does undermines the expertise of anesthesiologists. And the thing is, like, anesthesiologists are they're my mother always described them as nerdy cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
They're chemists, and they have to be very, very precise and accurate every time,
Mm-hmm.
because when they're wrong, it's not
Things
good.
happen. No.
Uh, and even then, they tend to err on the side of not enough
Yes.
anesthesia, because too much is immediate game over.
Exactly.
So so
It.
doing this is a real sort of insult to them. You know, they're cowboys because they hold life and death in their hands, and they're so cool under pressure. You know, they're so just chill.
So
Mm-hmm.
But
it was while it was specifically targeting anesthesia, they were effectively setting time limits for any operation, and these time limits were made in a boardroom and not by someone who has any actual experience.
Oh no. Supposedly they
preach
went
on, you cooking.
by recommended or understood time limits. It's like, yeah, that's great.
Yes,
But well,
recommended by
okay,
someone with a business degree, not a medical degree.
Yes.
right. Also, recommended time limits. The only reason I could see a recommended time limit on a surgery is because you are operating on something that, if it's being operated on too long, will start to fail.
Right. But even then, those time limits don't work because things always happen, and you have to either do it faster or slower or whatever because
Because,
humans are just messy.
boy, are we ever.
It's like
Pardon me.
you can set a 3-minute timer or 7-minute timer to do eggs and pull them out, and even at that point, with a timer on an egg, it's not the same every single time. What makes you think humans are going to do any better?
What kind of monster cooks their eggs for 7 minutes?
Weird people. Ones that are feeding what they call at-risk populations, so you have to make sure that the yellow is cooked all the way because they're not allowed to have that, i.e. really, really old people or really, really young people.
Sulfurous.
No runniness. You're not allowed to have it if you're
Sulfur.
serving food to certain demographic.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just have my own personal preference.
Oh, I know. I do too. I do too.
Also though, and I think this is a cystic fibrosis thing. Um, I have uh, a hard time swallowing food that's dry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if I don't have liquid, if it's and yeah, like, even if it's not dry, I've got to have liquid on hand, like, because it could still quite easily get stuck. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
also, like, dry food is just, it can be the worst for me.
Yes.
It just does not want to go down.
So, anyway, they are stating that the rollback on this and the fact that they
Unlike
dropped it
me
is
for
because of
lockpick. What?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
You for lockpick, yes.
What were you saying, though?
I was saying that, astonishingly, Anthem is claiming that the reason they dropped this suggested rollout within hours of saying that they were going to do it effectively was because of the outcry from all of the anesthesiologists and no one else.
I'm glad the anesthesiologist said something.
Yes.
I also, I have an unusually high tolerance to
Mm-hmm.
chemicals.
Go
All of them.
figure.
So I tend to, like anesthesia tends to wear off a little early on me and isn't
Yeah.
quite enough. I tend to need a little bit extra. Um, so I just, this whole thing makes me uncomfortable. Like, yeah, not not a pleasant thought for me. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I will say, it's a lucky thing I've got such a high pain tolerance.
Commercial.
Yep, that's okay. We're gonna keep going just because of time.
Fair.
Um, all right. What's next here? Oh,
Oxford.
Oxford University Press. Uh, their new word of the year.
Yep.
Oh yes, I've been hearing about this on NPR.
What is the new word of the year?
It is brain rot. Um, yep. It is, and I think that that's probably not a bad thing. You know,
Nope.
even though even though we're brain rot,
No,
technically,
no. I'm going to say no because we actually do try to talk about different things. We're not just
no, but we are. But brain rot has grown to mean more than just skibbity content.
true.
It's grown to mean all YouTube content, pretty
Ah,
much. YouTube, all social media content is brain rot.
I think you're mispronouncing that.
What?
oh.
I think you're mispronouncing that.
Okay.
It's pronounced RFK Jr.
Ah.
Oh, shots fired. Unfortunately, he's not aware enough to know. That's what a brainworm will do. He didn't have the cute, fuzzy, happy brainworms like Fry got in Futurama. These weren't
Yeah,
Fair.
that.
worm.
These weren't those brainworms.
His brain worm was more in the variety of slurm.
Yeah, Slurm, or the one from Star Trek Two, The Wrath of
Con, yeah.
Khan. I am not surprised that brain rot. When it comes to it, I'm not surprised that brain rot has made it.
no.
And the thing is it's been a term for a
It's been around a while.
century,
Yeah.
easily a century. You know, uh, I think you know, um, when the printing press became a thing and uh, works that weren't the Bible or Bible related started being produced.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, nice one, Peanut Gallery. Trump
Yeah.
term 2, the wrath of the con job, the wrath of con job.
Oh, good one.
Golf clap, golf clap. So yeah, it makes sense to me that brain rot's a thing. And I mean, entertainment in general has always been looked at as brain rot. So my no matter what I did, inevitably it was going to be looked at as brain rot in some way or another if I was keeping up with current entertainment medium.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So entertainment in general has always been considered brain rot.
Yes.
That means Homer, Shakespeare, and Dickens.
Oh,
are
yeah.
Yes.
brain rot.
Definitely Shakespeare was.
Definitely Dickens. I mean, yeah. And I think Homer was too, to some
I mean,
degree.
yeah.
Well, maybe not Homer, but this was before. I don't know that Homer wrote down the Odyssey or the Iliad, and by the time Homer told the stories, uh, the method of storytelling had been around for a long time.
Mm,
Now, I so I don't know if Homer was for his time considered brain rot. Uh Plato is considered brain rot though.
mm.
Well, if you eat too much of it.
So moving on. Police recover a stolen van with 2,500 pies after chefs appeal, but
Yep.
they're too damaged to eat.
In,
Oh.
in,
Oh.
in yet another gourmet food heist that has happened.
Gourmet food heist.
Yep.
Steak and ale pie. Turkey and butternut squash pie.
Yep.
Oh. Ho, ho.
Yes.
25,000 pounds. 2,500 pies. 25,000 pounds. Oh, not pounds, but pounds. Or $32,000.
Yep. Gourmet.
But they were too damaged to sell
Or eat.
or eat. Drop the pies at a community center. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The van was absolutely tore up and trashed. And the poor chef was like, look, the van's got insurance. I'll get that back. But, please don't waste the food. At least drop it somewhere people could use it. And that did not happen.
A thousand
From
wheels.
yeah,
Cheddar. I think we covered the cheddar.
we did.
It just, yeah, that is sad. That's sad.
From
Damaged
the
pie. Sad
description,
pie. From the description.
it sounds a lot like maybe they thought there was something hidden in the fancy pies.
Oh. But why would there?
I'm guessing because that was the only reason they could think for a pie to cost that much.
Maybe they didn't hear the full story from the German pizza place.
Maybe not.
Maybe they only heard pie, drugs. Wow, it's a shipment of pies, ain't it? It's gotta have drugs in it if it's worth that much. It's going overseas. Yeah. No.
I mean, I can see someone. I can see someone thinking that.
My poor foodie heart. Oh, my poor foodie heart.
Mine too.
Oh, I never transitioned. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and finally, we have a bear steals an inflatable Grinch from Florida home. Chris, you been training bears again?
I think so.
You are me one, Mr. Grinch.
Does this have audio?
I am not entirely sure. I don't think so.
Oh, well. Oh, yes, it probably does. We will come right back to that. Why you gotta do that? There we go. Did you get it? Cheese and crackers. Oh well, you know what? Okay, then I'm gonna go here. Turn that on. You're not gonna be able to hear it. Hold on, let me do something about that.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh?
I said, uh-oh.
Oh no, it's okay.
SpaghettiOs?
Alright, and there we go. Now.
Yep.
Yeah, he was literally like clawing at like trying to unplug it, and yeah, he took it to the woods.
You are watching a bear attempt to save Christmas by stealing a Grinch out of a Golden Gate Estates woman's yard. The homeowner says the bear has done this twice now. NBC2's Samantha Romero spoke with the homeowner who says this bear really doesn't like the Grinch. Sam?
Does it go for anything
Shanique
else?
Suarez told me she put out her holiday decorations in November, but last Friday, one of them went missing. At first, she thought it was a prank or some dogs. Turns out it was neither. It was something much bigger and a lot furrier.
yeah, we were just dumbfounded. We were like, where did it go?
It all started on Black Friday. Shanique Suarez noticed her inflatable Grinch decoration missing. She checked the cameras, looked around, and didn't find anything.
Somebody taking it, somebody playing a prank on us.
Until she got a text from a neighbor.
And my neighbor texted me 2 days ago saying, hey, it's 2 houses down. Is it yours? I said, yeah. And I went and picked it up and we replugged it, but under the camera view so we can see what's going to happen again.
Then 3 o'clock Wednesday morning, her surveillance system notified her. She took a peek and saw a bear stealing the Grinch and dragging him into the woods.
He was literally like clawing at like trying to unplug it, and yeah, he took it to the woods. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I literally like text my husband and I'm like, what is going on? Like we were texting back and forth, just rewatching the video, sending it to all of our family and friends at 5 in the morning because we were like, what is going on?
Hi, Lockpick. Great to see you. Love you. I'm pretty sure that Chris in the 386 is doing something shady in Florida and teaching the bears to hate the Grinch. That's my. I bet you he gets dressed up as the Grinch, runs around, finds bears, and pokes them with sticks.
That or he's dressing up like a bear and showing them how to more properly steal Grinches from yards.
It must have been a really drunk night.
It's Florida.
The bear's attempting to rescue the Grinch. They see a large green furry thing and think it got experimented on, so they're taking it to safety.
That's the more heartwarming
like
side of things.
Man, we're really laying into Chris in this one. We should be nice.
We should.
We should.
Why start now?
Why start now?
We're about done with the show, so that's a valid question.
Story of my life. Why start now?
But look, we've managed to say terrible things about people in the UK and their KFC wallpaper. I know that it's supposed to be wrapping paper,
but you think wallpaper too.
Yes.
Because I'm right there with you. It's like, oh, okay. You flavor the wallpaper. Give the kids something to do.
Yes.
Here, Timmy, stop irritating me. Go lick the wall for a while.
Pretty much. And the bad part is, I look at that and go,
lead.
I look at that and I'm like, I wonder if I could get away with wrapping the kids' table at school with that. Y'all sit there and chew on the table anyway. I might as well give you a reason.
You obviously don't give
we should get this for Trilhala's classroom. Here, if you kids are good, you can lick some wrapping paper.
Oh God. On so many levels, I mean, just your very base absolute horror. This is what the American classroom is.
Oh gosh. Oh, the
She's
really
not
funny
graders.
The really funny part of it is it's only funny because it's true.
I know.
You say that, and that gives me a terrible business idea, which I think someone could probably make money off of.
Oh.
Capitalism.
Flavored and or scented bubble wrap. So you get the joy of popping the bubbles, and then you get the additional joy of whatever flavor or scent. Or if you want to be a total jerk, have random scents in there, so one can smell like strawberries, and the next one can smell like something else that starts with an S.
Or that.
Fart spray, yes.
Strawberry fart cake.
I mean, we're not far from that already because we've got the packing peanuts that are made basically out of
edible
out
starch.
of, yeah. So all
I
it takes is
have eaten a
flavoring
packing
those.
peanut. I have. Just to see if I could do it. I did it. It's doable. Needs salt.
No, we're just gonna start shipping everything covered in the circus peanuts.
See,
Yeah, those would be.
that's what packing peanuts should taste like. But you know
Yeah,
what? I
those
think it's a
people
great
would be-
idea because circus peanuts get better the more stale they are.
See?
They should be so stale that it's hard to bite into. They're a little hard to bite into, and they're squeaky all the way through. Like sneakers on a gym floor squeaky.
So you're talking like the dehydrated marshmallows you find in Lucky Charms, basically.
Only denser, because that's what, I mean, because that's what circus peanuts are, is they're like denser forms of that
Right.
taste like orange bananas.
Right.
But not
Well?
oranges. Not
No.
oranges at all. Just
No, surprisingly, not oranges, but orange flavored bananas, which is just
and not orange as in like, the fruit orange flavored banana, but the color orange flavored banana.
traffic cone flavored bananas.
Yes. Also, the squeak is similar to the squeak of McDonald's pickles when you bite into them.
You're not wrong.
I have a thing for squeaky food. I like food
Okay.
that squeaks. I don't know why.
I can't answer that one.
All right, let's
That was the
finish
last
this.
story.
Let's finish this story.
On.
As for the Grinch, he's not seeing Christmas this year from Suarez's porch. Now,
Actually, it chewed off the plug.
it's from inside the trash can.
We thought it was the craziest thing, but yeah, it's a funny story to tell.
Local in Golden Gate Estates along 22nd Avenue Northeast. Samantha Romero, NBC2.
I'm just saying. That story was almost unbearable.
Completely unplugged.
Unhinged. I just... It's...
The ending is a little deflating, though. I feel bad for the Grinch.
My mic is quiet. Is my mic quiet? Have I been quiet this whole time? It really
Not
looks
me.
like I have been. How's that? Not even a little better. There we go. I'm less quiet now. Although not a lot less quiet.
Ah.
I don't know. I feel like I did something and made my mic quieter. Turned some volume down somewhere that I didn't mean to turn down. Because it was like that in the game the other night, too.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the other thing, is it's pointing down. It's not pointing at me. It's a directional mic. There is a proper direction for this mic to face.
That does make a difference.
Yes. I'm not saying that out loud, Peanut Gallery.
I didn't think you would. I had to share.
So
That
anyway,
was... Wow. Alright.
I apologize ahead of time.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad there. Well, friends, it has been a short episode. A lot of fun. I think we have one more episode before we take our solstice break.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's going to be another General Chaos episode. So go ahead. Only for you, Lockpick. Only for you. So yeah, our holiday break coming up.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do a holiday themed show next week. Holiday themed chaos show next week. Where I will once again tell people why the solstice elf was so much better than Santa Claus.
I've got a Christmas book to send you. The one about the Christmas witch.
Okay.
No, you need to know the one with vehicles.
Oh no, I've already read that one for him.
Oh yes, that was fun.
But I do have this new book all about things to keep your hands busy.
Lockpick, you can keep my hands busy anytime you want.
So yes.
It's a very handy thing.
I've been called that before. If men can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Fair. Very fair.
Well, all right, friends. We do have to sign off early today. Red, green, thank you. Yes, red, green for the win. Stick around for the raid. We'll probably be raiding out to Just Me Crystal because we're getting out of here in time for that.
Yep.
No, wait, what? He did Simon and Simon? Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I gotta look for that now. Red Green is a comedian. Was
Mhm.
a comedian. And one of his taglines was, if women can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Mm-hmm.
So. Well, all right. Stick around for the raid. We will be raiding out to Just Me Crystal. And thank you both for being here. Thank you guys for showing up. Lockpick and Chris into 386. And now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.